Hello, Matthew Williams here. Quick video just to say, bit of a spot there. Managed to lose about 8 to 10 kilos. It's fluctuating a little bit, but managed to do that with just cutting sugar out of my diet. No longer do sugar unless I'm in somebody else's place and I'll have a sugar in my tea. There's obviously sugar in food, but I've replaced it with this stuff called Truvia, which is stevia, which tastes just like sugar but doesn't have any calories and is natural. So that's pretty good. I've stopped drinking flagons of Coke and I've stopped having so much juice drinks. So anyway, it's good because it meant that I just literally dropped 8 kilos like that because I just stopped that in my diet. I very rarely, but I do occasionally have, sugar in this because this is quite calorie based, but I don't drink a lot. It's the first drink I've had for about a fortnight. I bought a couple of cans last night, so there we are. Still do the snuff, like the snuff. Anyway, important thing is, oh boy, I don't think I should say his name, because if I say his name, this video will become demonetized and it will become delimited on YouTube. I will show you my gut is not as bad. It used to be out here like that. It's now getting a bit better. I wanna have it coming in like that, but that's the goal. That's the goal. I don't want any more gut. But that's good. I'm quite pleased. My look in the mirror is now becoming not quite so embarrassing for myself. All stages. If we keep trying, we might get there. Make myself more attractive to me and maybe other people, because that would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be a nice thing to meet somebody again. But anyway, more importantly, try and fix the world's rights before everybody. Try and fix the world's problems before I fix my own. That's been one of my problems. But maybe I should concentrate more on my own problems instead of everybody else's. Right. This video is to say that you need to go and check out. I better write it down, because this video will be ghosted and blacklisted on YouTube. So go and check out, bollocks, hang on, let me turn the settings down. Go and check out what's happening to that chap at the moment. Don't say he racist. Don't say that, right? Because when you use words like racist and when you use words like other words, the ones that begin with I and things like that, you end up being called a artsy fartsy, and artsy. You get accused of things that you're not, right? Anyway, the media did a hit piece on recently. This person I just wrote down, they did a hit piece, and basically you need to check this out, because the mainstream media in this country, as I know, as many people know, is so badly owned, right, and is so badly the bitch of the state, that when they want to fuck with you, black is white and white is black. And they did an interview with this person where they got him to sit down in front of a camera for an hour, and then they just took the words they wanted him to say and strung them together in an edit, and suddenly he's saying something out of context that he didn't fucking say. And that just made the national media headlines of every newspaper yesterday, where they said, see, this is what he says, this is what he thinks, this is what he's like. And then he'd actually secretly tape recorded himself. I've been there, done this, right? For evidence, he secretly recorded the whole interview with the journalist from Sky Television. And he said, right then, apparently I said this. Have a look at the whole interview and you'll realise that I've been chopped up and edited out of context. Yeah? All they wanted was sound bites. Fucking genius. Fucking genius. This guy is such a threat to the establishment right now, right, that they're lying about him all the time. They put him in jail recently. Yeah? They put him in jail recently. Now, most people, not most people, I think intelligent people, most intelligent people I know, right, don't read the headlines of the news. They don't read the headlines of the news. They don't fucking listen to television, and they are not led by the fucking nose with a fucking nose ring like a fucking piece of cattle, like a sheep. Bah. Yeah, they're not led by the nose. They think for themselves, and they listen and look with their own eyes, not somebody else's eyes. So go and do your own research and look up what I told you to look up there, right? And listen to the man's words himself and watch the interview uncut, it in context, to see how it was cut out of context. Then you're going to realise we don't live in quite as free a state, as free a country, as democratic a country as you think. Yeah? And the evidence is quite clearly there. Yeah? He's been stitched up well and truly and proper. And do you know what? Much like myself in the past, yeah? When you secretly tape record people and they don't know they're being tape recorded, they say you said and did one thing, and then you go, do you know what? You're a lying piece of shit. And you play them back their own fucking words and you go, fuck you, buddy. Yeah? So, well done. So, that, and I saw Mr. Ali Law in London. Who's Ali Law? Go and look up who Ali Law is. You know, you need to be over 18 to go and have a look who Ali Law is, because he's a very interesting character who does some very naughty building climbing and stuff like that. Yeah, I like him. I like his spirit. He's a, you know, he makes the heart beat when you watch his videos, because they're quite scary because he climbs up buildings. It's like, yeah, go and have a look at Ali Law videos. Anyway, I met him in London. In fact, I met him. I was the first person to meet him, actually. I caught him before anyone else in London at a recent meet. And he said, you're the first person to catch me. And I went, it's madness. Anyway, if that doesn't mean anything to you, then you need to go and check out Ali Law, because it was funny. I caught it. I was the first person to catch Ali Law. I know it's childish, but, you know, if if you get to meet your hero, and Ali Law is an anti-hero to many people, but to me, he's a bit of a hero. And I got him first. I got him before anyone else. And I'm editing a video that'll be out later on. I just have to colorise it, and I've got bad colour vision, so all the fucking colours look terrible in it. I might just do it black and white because the colours are all fucked. Anyway, watch this space. But another thing I have to do, I'm uploading the whole of the Ink Pen series, because I've been challenged and accused of being a liar and a faker, right? And I was told that the Ink Pen crop circle was not made by people. It was definitely alien, and that the footage of the night vision camera was definitely all CGI and faked and hokey and bollocks. So I said, well, would you like to see the uncut footage? And apologies, this is apparently blowing your nose in public for Americans is, I've been told, it's considered disgusting, whereas in the United Kingdom it's considered perfectly okay to be at a dinner table and politely blow your nose and then put it away. If you did that in America, you're considered a beast. Yes. So anyway, I apologise to the American viewers who don't like people blowing their nose. But when you do snuff, which is tobacco, by the way, not cocaine, as people keep saying. Snuff tobacco, menthol, very nice. Clears the nose, gives you a little hit of nicotine, but without using a vape. Makes you sneeze, but it makes your nose run. Anyway, there we are. So I need to blow my nose sometimes. Here we go again. Alright, so anyway, yeah, that'll be up later on. I've got 5 or 6 hours of footage of Revar. It's very boring, but it's the non-speeded up stuff. And it's got my voice on it as well, speaking to the people who are down in the field making the crop circle on a radio. And I hope I haven't even checked to see what I say on it. But I hope I don't say anything bad. And I hope I don't name the people. I think I was using our nicknames we use, because when we use radios, somebody might be listening. So I don't think I actually used their names. I used their funny names. We call each other Busty and Colin when we are out. Busty Colin, or various crop circle researcher names, because over the radio then, if anybody's listening, they'll go, why the hell is Colin Andrews and Busty Taylor out making crop circles on a radio? Or if you're shouting across a field to somebody, which of course is going to alert a lot of people to your being there, you're not going to go, hey John, yeah, or hey Lee, or Dean, yeah. You're not going to shout those people's names across a field. You're going to go, Busty Colin. That's my little jokey way of dealing with that, because then anyone who's listening at the edge of the field might not realise who's in the field. Eh? Not a bad idea, that one, is it? But anyway, there's the secrets of circle making. So Revar footage has been uploaded now. Revar footage will be up soon. And I've even offered, here we are, I had to borrow a tape deck from Miles Johnson to be able to do this, because my own camera died. Finally died. My DV camera finally died. So good old Miles, he lent me several decks. And here's the Revar tapes. Revar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So there's 5 hours of footage there. Very boring. Not a lot happening. Wind noise on the camera. Occasionally me talking to the people down in the field using code names, and what else happens? Me repositioning and aligning the night vision camera in front of the camera lens. It was the old school way of doing it. I'll explain more once I put the footage up. Okay, I'll explain to you more once I put the footage up. But because I've been accused of faking 5 hours of footage, of CGI footage, which would be a monumental task, 5 hours of footage, yeah? I not only offered to upload these tapes, I'm going to upload them unedited with their interlace in there, which means it's got the interlace scan lines, which is how those cameras film. If you don't understand what that means, it means it looks a little bit shittier than it does with the night vision, because the night vision looks a bit shit, right? But with interlace in it, it looks fucking awful when you upload that to YouTube. It's going to look horrible. So I'm going to do 2 versions. I'm going to give you the original with interlace. Looks horrible. YouTube doesn't handle interlace very well. It's going to look horrible. I'm then going to take out the interlace, right, which is then technically editing the video to remove the interlace so it looks better on YouTube. And I'm going to duplicate these tapes digitally. It's a master copy, right? And I'm going to send the tapes to the person who accused me free of charge, but they're perfect copies, and they'll have their time code still in there. Okay, I'll explain more about the time code later on. They'll have the time code in there. I'm going to say, there you go. You've got dupes now of the whole tapes, unadulterated, right? I could even keep the dupes myself and send him the originals if he wants. Yeah, so he's got my originals because I don't really need them. The dupes are actually perfect digital copies, so I'll be okay. Okay, and then I'll trust him to hold on to those. Buy himself video deck if he wants, and he can check to make sure that they're originals, that they haven't been meddled with in any way. He's actually holding the originals. Okay, so anyway, watch this space. I'm going to have to do a Circle Makers TV special to explain some of this soon, and maybe we can invite some special guests onto the show and bring you up to speed on what's been happening in the last couple of years, because, you know, there's a few Circle Makers dropped out of the scene. It's got a bit quiet, and we can explain to you, you know, a little bit more about what's happening and some of the gossip, and you can ask us questions and we can answer them, you know. So we'll do a little Circle Makers TV special. How's about that? So anyway, I'm not going to bore you anymore. Go and check out the TR stuff I told you, you know, the guy that's getting fucked with by the media and lied about by the media at the moment, and just had to do some jail time because of government-sponsored shenanigans to fuck with him. Yeah, but he's the bad guy, not the government. He's the bad guy, not the government, right, folks? But like I said, don't be led by the nose. Use this and this. Use your brain, listen, see, and use and make up your own mind. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon. Truth Seekers Review, The Secret Vault, and Circle Makers TV. Watch these spaces. Thanks very much. Goodbye.